We have no credentials, a combined credit score of a homeless ghost, and we definitely don't know the rules to true American. But somebody gave us microphones, so today me and my bestie Lorrie are talking New Girl. It's about to get weirder than Nick Miller up in here, y'all.
It's just the ridiculously unqualified TV critic. She's the best, the ridiculously unqualified TV critic. Put it to the test. So qualified. So qualified.
So welcome back, guys, to the Ridiculously Unqualified TV Critic. I'm Kisa. I'm really glad to be back. I had to take a break for a little bit, but we are back on it. If you don't know what a Kisa is, you can go and listen to my intro show, and that'll tell you all about me. So just a short intro and a quick disclaimer. Each episode of my show is 25 minutes to an hour or so of me giving my pretty unqualified opinion of a show, and it'll often include guests, including my friends and family, loved ones, and really anyone who wants to play. Although I am unqualified in the professional sense, I just feel qualified because TV's my thing, and I tend to rewatch shows over and over and over, so I kind of know what I'm talking about, and I pay pretty good attention. Just a little quick disclaimer, I'm probably not considered kid-friendly or safe for work, just based on my potty mouth and the subject matter of some of the shows I talk about. So today we're watching and rewatching, and I don't know about you, but like rewatching 20 times. New Girl. How many times have you seen it all the
A
way
million
through?
times.
Yeah, it's I can't not keep
All the way
watching
through
it.
twice.
Twice all the way through. That's it.
Yeah, but anytime like I'm off work and bored, I will just watch a random season out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's one of my comfort shows for sure. So this week I have my bestie with me, Lorrie. So you
Hi.
gotta give a little awkward hi and a little bit about yourself.
Well, that's where the awkward comes in because now I don't know what to say. I'm the socially stunted bestie. Pretty boring mom. Also TV obsessed.
Movie obsessed and Lego music obsessed. You're just like me, like all the same. We're the same, but we're opposite. It's weird. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. I think that this show it was underrated in my opinion because I feel like it fell under the radar because I think that also at the same time it got really popular. A bunch of other things did too. And I personally feel like New Girl fell under the radar and did not get near as much love as it should have compared to some of those other shows. I would have to like go back and look at what they were, but I know Happy Endings was one, which is the one that Damon Wayans Jr. left for. He went to be on that one, and I still haven't seen that. I probably need to, but it's probably funny if it's got him on it. I just think it was really underrated. I don't think people talk about the show enough. And a lot of times when I bring it up to people, they're like, "What? I've never heard of it." I'm like, "That's insane," because the show is hilarious. And the cast to everything else that I've seen the whole cast in was really hilarious, and I just don't think it gets enough love. I don't know. Do you know a lot of people who like know the show? Because I don't.
I don't really. Every time I bring it up, they're like, "Oh, I haven't seen that." I'm like,
Yeah.
how?
Yeah.
But I guess, like you said, it did fall under.
Yeah, it's strange. So it's about, you guessed it, because I think we have a type, Lori. It's about 4 to 6 roommates living and hanging out together in their apartment, except this one is in Los Angeles and not New York like a bunch of others. They also commonly all hang out together at the same bar, just like all of our other shows. It mainly focuses on Jessica Day, played by Zoe Deschanel, a teacher who recently broke up with her cheating boyfriend and needed a place to stay and ended up finding the guys on Craigslist, which I think is also hilarious. I should have put the ad in here because the ad was really funny. So she ends up responding to a Craigslist ad placed by Nick Schmidt. Nick is played by Jake Johnson, who's just hilarious. He's a law school dropout from Chicago, and he's now a bartender. Schmidt, who we also learn later, his first name is also Winston. He's played by Max Greenfield, who was college roommates with Nick. He's from Long Island, New York, and works in marketing at Astrat, Associated Strategies. Schmidt is pretty douchey. So douchey that they have a special douchebag jar just for Schmidt, and he's got to put money in it every time he's a douche. So Ernie, or Coach Tagliabue, played by Damon Wayans Jr., is a personal trainer, but after the pilot, he left to be on the show Happy Endings. And then in episode 2, we get Lamorne Morris playing Winston Bishop. He was apparently in Latvia playing basketball for 2 years. Cece Parikh, played by Hannah Simone, is Jess's best friend. She's a model, and later she runs her own modeling agency. So this show just follows the dynamics between all these friends and them just trying to navigate through their 20s and 30s, just like a million other shows we love. The run dates, it ran from September 20th, 2011 to May 15th, 2018. It had 146 episodes over 7 seasons. The theme song is Hey Girl by Zoe Deschanel, who is, a lot of people don't know, a really, really good musician. She has music of her own, and she is also in a group called She and Him, and they're really good together. Their Christmas album is really good. If you haven't heard it, check that out. Directors, there were a lot of them. Even Zoe, Jake, and Lamorne directed some episodes, but it was mostly the creator Elizabeth Merriweather and Trent O'Donnell, and then some kind of guest directors. Max Winkler, who is Henry Winkler's son. If you don't know who Henry Winkler is, you're an uncultured swine, but he's the Fonz from Happy Days. Max Winkler directed 7 episodes, and then Henry Winkler was also in the show. He was the dad of that guy that Jess stated that she didn't like the guy, but she liked the parents. I love that episode.
His parents were goals.
Yes, they were. She was like, I don't like him, but I want to marry them.
They were so cute.
The writers were creator Elizabeth Merriweather, and the list of writers just went on way too long. There's no way I can get through them, but they're all hilarious. So the most notable recurring cameos and guest stars, I think that my favorite is Prince. It has to be. The Prince episode is gold.
Yeah, Prince was the best.
They all end up going to a party that Cece was invited to, and when the part where they're out in the courtyard and Jess and Nick are talking and Prince shows up and he allows them, what does he say? He's like, oh, I forgot, let me give you a minute or whatever. And they completely
I haven't
out.
given you enough time to freak out.
Yes. And Nick scream. Oh gosh, it's the best.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! There!
So then Jess ends up hanging out with him and singing with him, and that's a really good, it's one of my favorite episodes. And then she actually was on his track, the track that he sang in it with her. She actually is on that track. I really love Nasim Pedrad. She plays Allie. I really like her. I think she's really funny on SNL, and I loved her in Aladdin. I think she's really beautiful. Oh, Taylor Swift. She was in the episode, remember when Cece almost married, what was his name? Shivrang.
Oh my goodness.
And then Elaine, Taylor Swift plays Elaine, who stands up and she's like in love with Shivrang. Shivy.
I love how they could never get his name right either.
Yeah. Shivrang. Oh, and Dermot Mulroney as Russell, the fancy man. I think he's one of my all-time favorites.
I love him and everything.
I really loved how much Nick loved him. Nick, he wanted to be him or wanted to, I don't know. But especially when he was in Russell's office for the first time, what did he say? It was so funny. He said it smells like leather and something.
I love Nick so much.
Jamie Lee Curtis is Jess's mom. I think was perfect casting because
Yes.
it just is. I just love her and everything. But we got to take a moment out, man, for Rob Reiner as Jess's dad, Bob. Jesus. What a terrible, horrible thing.
Oof.
But God, he was perfect for that part too. He did a good job. And how much he just disliked Nick for no reason.
They did really good being bubbly, adorable.
Yes, yeah. And I think even though they're supposed to dislike each other or whatever, they were really good together as an ex couple.
Yeah.
That sucks. He was like a really long time favorite of mine. I really liked him. He made a big impact on TV, Rob Reiner.
Yeah, that one hurt for sure.
Justin Long as Ginslinger. That's one of my favorites. I think that's one of my favorite of Jess's boyfriends too.
He was very cute. I think my favorite's always going to be Nick. I can't help it.
Yeah, but I love how dorky Ginslinger was with her. They were both such dorks. Like the episode where they were like, oh God, there's 2 of them now.
That's true. That's true.
And I know that you said, we've talked before about how you weren't the craziest about Bear Claw, but he was hilarious.
Gosh. Okay. He was very funny, but oh my gosh, it was a love-hate thing because he made me laugh, but oh my God, was he obnoxious.
And he gave me secondhand embarrassment, really, because he was just so awkward.
I think that's what it was. So just like, oh my God, every
Yeah.
time he was on screen.
But he's so funny. He was like helping with deliveries to the bar or something, and Jess wanted the other guy's number, and Nick gave her Bear Claw her number, and oh god, it was just funny. Josh Gad is just funny no matter what. But he comes back later and does a song with them. Remember with Genslinger and Bear Claw, and I think May, Coach's girlfriend May, was with him.
Oh yeah.
Olivia
Oh, I forgot
Munn
about that.
as Angie that Nick dated for a short time. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Olivia Munn in a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. And for a while, I hated her because she dated Aaron Rodgers, and I used to love Aaron Rodgers. But I kind of liked Angie though.
Yeah, I liked her. I mean, she was crazy, but I liked her a lot. And I feel like she kind of plays the same kind of character in most of the things she's in. Like
Does
she's
she?
just really good at being edgy and
Yeah, yeah. And tried to get
stuff.
Nick to
I don't
be a
know how to
little
say what
edgy.
it was.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then Megan Fox is Reagan, who came to live with him while Jess was being sequestered for jury duty. I had a love-hate thing with her because I don't know. Megan Fox is Megan Fox, and she's really sexy and she's a good actress, but I don't know. I just didn't like Reagan. I think it was Reagan I didn't like.
I feel like she was the least terrible of his other girlfriends. Like they kind of almost worked, but she did have that thing about her where it felt like she didn't care as much as he did.
Right. Yeah. She was like, it seemed like she was terrified of commitment, truly terrified.
Yeah.
Andy Samberg and Andre Brower, they were in the Brooklyn 99 crossover episode when they all went to New York. That was hilarious too. And I hadn't seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine when I saw New Girl the first time. So when I did finally watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that was really cool to watch. I think you
I
were
was
the other
over
way
the
around.
moon seeing them come in there.
You were the other way
Yeah, I
around.
had already
Yeah.
loved that show.
Because I think in that one, it's where Jess is trying, it's like she's trying to make it to where New York's not going to beat her ass, but it did. It ended up beating her ass in the end. She's like, New York will not defeat me. And then a bunch of the people from The Office were in it. Angela was in it. She was another teacher with Jess. Oscar was in it. He played the cruise director in the cruise episode, which is hilarious. I love that episode. Billy Eichner. Lorrie loves Billy Eichner. He was in the Christmas at LAX episode. I love that episode. And I mainly like it for him. Like I feel like he made it better just because he's just Billy.
Oh gosh, I cannot stand that. He's so irritating.
It was so funny though. He was like, "No, you're bumped." He kept bumping her down every time she'd say something nice. Stop it. Oh, and I completely I don't know how I forgot this, Lori, because we both love Natasha Lyonne, but she was in it. Remember, she was the Schmidt's wedding backup.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, like if Schmidt couldn't find
Oh
someone
my gosh.
to go home with, it would be Gretchen. And she would
Oh my
she
goodness.
was wearing like a pantsuit and earrings. And he said something about her clip-on earrings. And she said, I'm going to make you wear them later.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's the best.
she is. She's so
Oh
hilarious.
my goodness.
And then the list goes on and on. We can't talk about every episode, but there was Clea Duvall. I love her. Parker Posey, Merritt Weaver, Nick Kroll, Bill Burr, Joey King, Linda Cardellini from Freaks and Geeks. I'm going to do a whole bonus episode on Freaks and Geeks. Lizzie Kaplan from Freaks and Geeks, Brenda Song, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jessica Biel, Gordon Ramsay, John Cho, and Cal Penn, which I forgot to mention were both also in How I Met Your Mother. Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny, Martin Starr, Taye Diggs. I love the Taye Diggs episode too. Dennis Farina, Fred Armisen, Julie Haggerty, so many people. Fred Willard, Lisa Bonet, Regis Philbin. They had a lot of good cameos. And nobody knows this one. Every time I bring it up, Olivia Rodrigo was in it. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Do you remember when?
I don't think I knew who she was.
Oh, you didn't? Well, yeah, I probably didn't back then either. But she was one of the. Remember how the Pepperwood Chronicles had a fan club? She was one of the girls in the fan club.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's adorable. I had no idea.
So the show soundtrack. This one doesn't really get my exceptional music award just because it didn't go too hard on music, really. If you watch it back, it had some, but it didn't go super hard like How I Met Your Mother did with the music. I think my favorite is though Zoe's contribution to all of it, though. I do like that she did the theme song. She did a lot of songs that were in it. She actually sang in a bunch of episodes. I don't know. I love her voice. I think she's got a really cool style.
Very unique too.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of like the old sultry 50s, 60s kind of vibe. I love it. She sang, I loved when she sang Genie in a Bottle to Schmidt to get him to sleep. She was helping to plan the wedding and she had the camera on her head and he just wouldn't sleep no matter what. And she like sang Genie in a Bottle real slow to him until he finally went to sleep. And I loved when her and Robbie did Africa when they were around the campfire. And Jess as
her and Robbie, it was a shame.
Yeah, I know. It was like so up and down the whole time. You wanted it really bad for both of them, but then you find out things. And Jess as Elvis at Nick's dad's funeral, I think that might be one of my favorites.
That one is my favorite.
And the little old lady who
she was so adorable as Elvis.
Yeah, she was. And she was perfect because she's so little. She's so little. I don't know. It just was really funny. And I can't remember if it's Nick's grandma or aunt or somebody, but the old lady that's always there. Remember the one where I think it might have been right after the dad died and everybody showed up and she goes, "Do you want some of my weed?" And she just kept trying to offer her weed to all the younger kids. But she was really funny at the funeral too. And then I don't know, one of my favorite music things in the whole show was when Bear Claw, Genslinger, and May and Jess did the song about the gay wolf all alone. I don't know, there weren't even really that many mainstream songs in it that I can remember. There was the one where Jess and Nick kiss in the elevator. That was Ellie Goulding, I think. That was a good part, but they didn't go super hard like others. Yeah. But we have to give props to Father Figure as sung by the crazy homeless guy. when Winston's talking about his worst dates and what could happen on a really bad date, and there's just some random homeless guy singing Father Figure in his underwear.
I will be your father.
That was great. And
why didn't they get up and leave?
I know. They just sat there through the whole thing. Like, okay. Winston singing the Wicked soundtrack at the top of his lungs when he was trying to go to Mexico to get Shelby. That was funny too. They didn't, like I said, they didn't go super hard on music in New Girl. Still, I think what the best music in New Girl was just the original silly, we built this Schmitty on Tootsie Rolls, just the original silly shit. All right, then. So favorite characters and best character development. So I don't know. My favorite's Jess. She's just Jess. I don't know. Jess will always be my favorite.
I think, oh God, I want to say Nick, but I really love Winston a lot.
Really?
But I think, yeah, I'm going to have to choose Nick. I'm just obsessed with him. I can't help it.
I do love Winston. I love Winston, but I don't know. I don't think I would ever consider him my favorite. Nick maybe, but I just love Jess so much. I don't know. I just relate to her. And she's so cute. She's so damn cute and funny.
You're the same person.
I hope so. I love her. I really do love her. And a side note too, she did a podcast. Well, she started a podcast with Hannah Simone called Welcome to Our Show, where they would rewatch the show and then come and talk about each episode. But now it's just Hannah and Lamorne. So you might like it because it's those two, and it's still a rewatch, but I don't think Zoe has time to do it all the time. So it's called The Mess Around with Hannah and Lamorne. So you should check it out. It's really funny. It's a hot take with you, but my second favorite is Coach, man. Coach is hilarious. He is hilarious.
He is pretty funny, that's for sure. It's just the innocence and the goofiness with Winston and his obsession with his cat and I don't know. I just think he's adorable.
He is adorable. But I think Coach gives me Ross vibes, if that makes any sense. Like he wasn't meant to be the main character, but he just, I don't know. When he's on one, he takes over the scene for me, like Ross did.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And plus, I'm just like a really big lifelong fan of the whole Wayans family. I love the Wayans, all of them, all their shows, all their movies. I think they're hilarious. So I don't know. I feel proud of Damon Wayans Jr. Like I don't know, like I was there to help raise him, because I was watching his family. I don't know, he's just
Yeah,
really
most of
funny.
our lives was watching them.
Yeah, yeah, in Living Color and all the Marlon and Sean's movies, and yeah, we grew up watching all them. So I don't know, I felt like connected to him, like, oh, like he was my kid. He's doing such a good job on the show, like a proud mom. You're so funny. um I don't know, I just like him, and he's just, his one liners are really funny, and Zoe and Hannah talk on the show a lot about how they were given a lot of freedom with like improv to do their own lines or whatever, and some of his, like, the where he says to Nick, who's talking to you, depression era garbage man? I could have died. I could have He said, I've been holding that in for 2 years. Just he does look like that too. His one-liners kill me. The episode where Winston had just became a policeman and they all got high. Do you remember that one? That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And like Nick keeps trying to convince everybody that they're just too stoned to do this, but actually it's Nick that's too stoned. But then when it actually does finally hit Coach, he starts shaking his shoulder and does this really weird laugh. Oh, it's just the best comedy. And he said, there was a line where he said that elephants being scared of mice, he felt like it was a thinly veiled gay stereotype that they tried to sneak past us. He's like, there's a mouse in the house. Where's my balance ball? Oh, he's so funny. And then I can't with the British accent when he's talking about Ryan. Anytime he talks about Ryan, I can't. You like when I do the accent, do you? Oh, I love him.
He's hilarious. Do you remember how he said it?
Yes.
He's like, is that all right with you? Can I finish now?
Can I finish now? Is that sexy, isn't it? Oh, shit. And my dad makes cheese. He just said weird shit. And then the Duquan situation, too. That was really funny, where Winston had to have an inspection or whatever. So the cop came to the house and he was like, no, he's a big brother to Duquan. And he just made up some person and then goes and gets some Mexican guy and brings him back. He's like, yeah, but my name's Jose. He's like, but I like Duquan. Oh, shit. I feel like I feel like Nick is you if you were a guy. If you were a man, you would be Nick.
He's my soulmate. He just doesn't know that.
Yeah, I feel like you are the female Nick. I don't know, just how apathetic he is about stuff and how he just doesn't care as much about it as everyone else does about things, and also doesn't understand why they care. It's so funny.
The awkward moon dance away, or moonwalk, I mean.
Yeah. Or what was it, that one episode where he wanted to give her the goosebumps walk away, whatever that meant? Like he wanted to say something so moving to her that when he walks away, she's like, got goosebumps, like Casablanca or some shit. And then it ended up being
He's
sayonara.
always overthinking shit like that.
Sayonara Sammy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And you're like, who the fuck
He practiced saying it so many times.
Oh God. And the way he fixes things, but he doesn't fix them. He just Jimmy rigs everything up.
Oh my God, the shower head. Just
yeah.
Pounds of duct tape on the shower head.
Or the water bottle behind the wall with the drip in it. And he's also the worst.
That's my favorite thing. Like when she walked in there and she was like, it looks like a toddler did this. And he's like, a toddler that's getting better at things.
I forgot about that. Oh shit. He is the best, man. He does. And the bad gifts, the one where it shows how bad he is at gifts, and he gives Winston a bucket with a bow on it and a frozen burrito in it, and he was really proud.
He like, did his best.
Yeah, he like patted him on the back, like, there you go, buddy. Oh shit. And then so I think it would go Jess, Coach, Nick, and then Winston, then Schmidt, and then Cece. Not to say I don't love them, but the other ones are just so funny. I just can't. Winston does make me laugh, but just not near as much as Nick or Jess or Coach. I don't know. Schmidt's a douchebag, but he does crack me up. He cracks me up with his youths and chutneys and Fat Schmidt. Fat Schmidt's the best.
Yeah, he was way cooler when he was fat.
Yeah. And he's my pick for character development because I think obviously they probably did that on purpose, but he did go from like complete douchebag, like totally obsessed with himself, to like obsessed with his daughter. I thought that was just so sweet. I loved watching that. Like that, I don't know, that change from fuckboy Chad to obsessed with his baby girl. And
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
have
know.
been my choice too.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I couldn't stand him. Like, I hated him when I first started watching. It almost made it, like, to the point where I didn't want to watch it again. I'm not going to lie. But he
Really?
grew on me hard. And he turned out to be, like, way better than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah. Yeah. And he turned out to be one of the best, like, I don't know, one of the ones that he's going to be the best husband out of the whole group, which I don't know. I wouldn't have expected that in the beginning. But he's really funny too.
And, like, to be loved the way he loves Cece, too. Oh, my God.
No joke. No
He's
joke.
always hyping her up.
I know. And then I think they showed it was like a flashback. They showed in one episode where he had to put a bunch of money, $50 or something, in the douchebag jar. And it finally showed why. And it was because he said he was going to marry her. He was like, I'm going to marry you, girl. And they were like, $50 right now. But he did.
But he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, and he worshipped her. It was so sweet. Okay, well then that's a good segue into best and worst relationships. And I just think Jess and Nick are my favorites. I think out of the, because like we just said, Schmidt and Cece were really sweet, but I still just really love Jess and Nick.
Yeah, they're number one.
I feel like Jess would probably the only girl in the whole world who would like understand Nick and love him anyway, because he is truly a hot mess.
Yeah, she's got just the right amount of patience and understanding to deal with all his weird quirks.
Right, probably because she's a teacher.
She's like, this is like my students.
Yeah. And I didn't like when they were apart, except for when she was with Dr. Sam. I really did love Dr. Sam. I really did love him.
Yeah, there wasn't really that much I found wrong with that relationship, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I just guess just the fact that she still loved Nick. That was it. Like that was the only thing. And then he ended up loving his best friend or whatever. But they were so good together. I really liked him. And we already talked about Genslinger. I really loved Genslinger for her. I loved Genslinger, Sam, and Russell. And Robbie, yeah, I don't know. Like they were cute together because they were dorky, but I don't know. It was almost like too much of that. Does that make sense? Like too much of that together?
Yeah, they were almost exactly the same person.
Yeah. I did love Ryan though. Ryan goes in you. Goes in and Bear Claw, of course. But for Nick's girlfriends, I don't know. I didn't like Kai. Remember Tran's granddaughter? I didn't like her.
Oh no, I didn't like her either.
It was real
weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I didn't like that at all.
It was like, how can you be less ambitious than him? That makes no sense. That definitely won't work.
Did he like sleep on a newspaper or something?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, because Winston was like convinced that she was homeless too, that her and Tran were homeless, remember?
Yeah.
And then so he convinced Nick of that. And then Nick walked in the room and she was under a newspaper and he was like, oh God. And as much as I like Lizzie Kaplan, I didn't like Julia very much. The lawyer that he dated, she was okay, but I don't know. I felt like she was a bitch.
Yeah, she was like more like work and uptight, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, like she never could get off work.
She
was always busy. And remember, she sent him a cactus when she went overseas, and he thought.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But
and then
and he watered the cactus and he's like, because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and then he did kill it. Yeah.
Oh God.
I don't know. I didn't, because she was like the opposite of Kai. Like Kai had no ambition and she had way too much. Yeah, Angie was just okay. I mean, I guess she was fun, and I do love the episode where they all go to the cabin and get drunk on absinthe. She's funny in that episode, but I don't know. I'm glad they didn't last. And then she robbed him before she left.
Yeah, and she was a lot. She was a lot to take in.
She was. Yeah. But yeah, and then Schmidt and Cece for sure, because they were just, I don't know, they were just perfect. It's almost like he did make her love him because he said from the first day, I'm going to marry your ass. And then before you know it, she's in love with him.
Yeah. I don't know how he pulled her because she was way too good for him, but they made it work.
And I also loved Elizabeth. I know we've talked about this, but I really loved her.
Yeah, I did too, man. It was hard watching him deal with her and feeling for CC and all that stuff, because really she was a good person. She
was. I love that she was a little chubby and she was cute, and I don't know, I just really liked her. And I just love Merritt Weaver.
And their dances together.
Yes, so cute. Yeah, I really hated the whole thing with Schmidt and his boss on the sex contract. I didn't get into it.
I thought it was funny the way that she talked to him, but As a whole, no, I didn't really like it that much either.
Yeah, and then it was funny, I guess, that she was like, she tried to tie him up and it didn't work. She was like, "Yeah, I've never done this before." So she was just like wanted to do it for the first time. That was funny, but I don't know. And I do like that actress. I can't think of her name now. I do like her, but I don't know. I just was ready for that to be over. And even though I liked Fawn Moscato as a character, I thought that character was funny. I hated them together.
I don't know if I remember who that is.
Councilwoman Moscato. She was
yeah,
really obnoxious, but it was funny. Like the character itself was funny, but she just kept trying to make Schmidt be different, be a different person. I think she's one of the many ones that was like, your head is enormous. Oh, and Nadia. We have to talk about Nadia because good Lord, that actress is hilarious. She every single time that bitch opened her mouth, I was in tears because to come to find out, she's not Russian. She's that actress.
She's not?
No. I
Oh
want
my
to
gosh.
I want to say she's British. She may be British, but she's not Russian at all. And
Well, she did an amazing job.
yeah, because she cracked me up. Like when she talks about Vilmer Velmarama. Mick Mouse, that one cracks me up too. And Schmidt gets so upset. He's like, "What's a Mick Mouse? What's a Mick Mouse? I don't know what you." Oh shit! And the fact that she broke Schmidt's penis and just was not apologetic at all about it.
She was so tiny and angry and aggressive and sassy.
Yeah, she was so funny. He cry and she just called him a Jew all the time, and she was so mean to him. And she was mean to Jess too. Remember the monkey cracker thing?
Yeah.
Dance, monkey, dance. Okay, so favorite episodes, scenes, or quotes? What about you?
I think the Prince episode is going to be my favorite. Or the episode where they finally like get together and kiss. I love that. That was like a really big moment.
It was, yeah. The Prince one was fucking great, and I love the whole time where the other three are trying to get in. Everything they do to try to get into it. That was funny too. They want to. he wanted one of them to play the black card, right? Nick did, or Schmidt did. Schmidt did. Schmidt was trying to get, I think, Coach to do it because the security guards were black or something. So he was like, "Can't you play your race card or something?" He's so ridiculous.
They both, they all four tried the same. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah. I like all their games too. I think we need to start playing Feely Cup because that game looks hilarious. Do you remember that one?
I don't know.
It was where, well, the episode I'm thinking of is where Nick's dad shows up. It's one of the ones where he shows up. But when Nick's dad gets there, they're playing Feely Cup. So they just put something random wrapped in something or something in a cup and make the person blindfold.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to say what it is. And then Nick's dad guessed exactly what it was. But we should play that game. That sounds fun. But we can't play True American because there really aren't any rules. Like Zoe and Hannah said that there were like some rules, but mainly it was just make it as confusing as you can, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. Like, I've never understood a single second of them playing that game.
Yeah, and I don't think we're supposed to. There are some versions though. Like I found a couple on YouTube that just fans came up with versions of it based on what we did here in the show, but which they look kind of fun. But I think, yeah, it was just supposed to be like just gibberish and not make any sense and just a way to just get really drunk. Oh, I also love there's an episode where Nick goes back to Caroline, but they still have a video that he made when he first broke up with her. And he read a poem that he wrote. It's Caroline, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? No, a summer's day is not a bitch. I want to get that tattoo. That's hilarious.
One of his quotes that I use the most is where he's like, "Stop being so mean to me or I'm going to fall in love with you."
Yeah. I can't remember who that was now. And I love any episode where pranks are involved because Winston is so bad at them. That cracks me up too.
Oh my God. He's awful at pranks.
I said I was going to hit that.
His final prank at the end was the worst.
Which one?
Where he was going to have them, or he did have them all move out of the apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, "Just kidding." Like, what was that even?
He's either too big or too small. Like when he married Rhonda, she got on my nerves. I like that actress, but I hated Rhonda. You just got Rhonda.
Yeah, she was just as bad as he was, I guess.
Yeah. Or remember when Nick went ham on Schmidt and cut off an 1/8 of his shoes every day so that he kept thinking he was getting shorter. That episode was funny, and Nick talks about how he went in the black, spending all the money on the pranks. And then the Halloween episodes, I love those, of course, because I'm Kiza. But I love the one where Jess works at the haunted house. That's one of my all-time favorites. That one is just so funny. Nick being too scared to go in. When he finally does, he gets like terrorized for 10 minutes. And the episode where Jess and Winston ruin Schmidt's suits with remember the bathtub goes through the ceiling, and so they have to pretend that meth heads robbed the place. I don't know how they came up with it, but they try to mess the whole place up, and they're acting like how they assume meth heads would act, I guess, and it just doesn't make any sense at all. And at one point, Winston says to Jess, "Don't hog all the meth, Daddy," and I almost pissed myself. Because it's just not how, like, they're thinking of like heroin addicts, you know what I mean? They just go way too far because they have no clue. It cracks me up. Or when Winston convinced Schmidt to take him to buy crack, remember, because Schmidt was sure that Winston didn't have enough black friends, and so he wanted to help him get to his black heritage or whatever. So Schmidt kept calling it crack cocaine, and that one was funny. Crack cocaine. And they finally found somebody and thought he was robbing them, and the guy ended up not being a dealer and thought they were robbing him, and that one was funny too.
They're like, "Oh, you left your wallet in the car."
Yeah. Youth. Oh shit. And I love the Pogo episode where they all talk about the shit they do that everyone else talks about, kind of like the one in How I Met Your Mother, the glass shattering episode, but how they talk about Schmidt's clickety clack centaur boot toenail. Winston said they look like an open Swiss Army knife, and I almost lost it. And then I've heard a lot of people complain about Cece in that episode because she's talking about like asking what her pogo is, and they're all like, "No, it's just a loft thing. It's not you." And so she just keeps bringing shit up, like maybe it's this, or maybe it's the way I say pan, or maybe it's if I talk like a little baby. That part cracks me up. I don't know why, because she just says that out of the blue for no reason. Because I talk like a tiny little baby, but she never does that.
She just had to be a part of it.
Yeah, she didn't want to be left out. Deaths. Thank God that this show isn't one of those shows. But really, the only death that was sad for me was Nick's dad. I was sad for Nick.
Yeah,
and yeah, we didn't even know him. He was only on it once, I feel like, maybe twice. But the episode still ends up being really funny though, because Schmidt doesn't want to see the dead body, and he keeps calling it a carcass
all day.
Yeah. He keeps calling it a carcass, and then when he finally is able to do this, he can do this all day. Oh man, that's a good episode. And then the cold open for that episode is one of the funniest ones ever, because when Nick comes in to tell them that his dad died, they had all just inhaled helium. Remember? So they didn't know what to do.
They were just standing there in silence.
A very long pause, and then they're like, "I'm really sorry, man." It was hilarious. Oh man. Oh, and then Ferguson, of course. Ferguson died. That sucked. But I think that's it. I don't remember anybody else dying besides Nick's dad and the neighbor, the neighbor lady that they found dead.
Oh, the one whose apartment Schmidt moved into?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Okay, so what I would change or criticisms with the plots or anything, I personally don't have anything bad to say other than I kind of wish Coach was there from beginning to end. It would have made it better for me. But otherwise, I don't really have too many criticisms. Do you?
Yeah, I really don't. We could have used more Coach. Maybe 0 Billy Eichner. That's about it.
No, more Billy Eichner. Come on. He should have been recurring. Yeah, I don't have too much bad to say, honestly. There were characters I wasn't super crazy about, but I wouldn't necessarily take them out. But I would have more Coach for sure, and maybe more bring in Allie sooner, because I really liked Allie, and I hated how long Winston didn't have her. Like Winston didn't have anybody, and I didn't like that. So, well, I don't know. I guess it would have been cool to bring Allie in like season 2, so he could have been in love a little longer. I liked it though. I don't think I have any complaints.
No, there's not a single episode that I didn't like.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is. I guess there's one character we could have done without completely. Do you remember that douchebag friend of Schmidt's that was always mean to him? I think he's the one that made him sing "We Built the Schmitty." I can't remember his name now.
I know who you're talking about.
Was it Benjamin?
I don't know what his name was.
I can't remember who it was, but I hated that guy. So the funniest thing about my relationship with the show is how I got started watching it. When my youngest son was 3 or 4, he was playing on my oldest Kindle, which at that time it didn't have parental locks on it because my oldest was older and always came to me first, so I didn't have to lock it. He would always ask, can I have this? So EJ got on there and started playing and bought from Prime Video the entire first season for $40. And I'm poor, so $40 was a really big deal. I was like, oh my God, that you just spent $40 on a show I've never even seen. But they wouldn't cancel it, of course. You know how they are. They wouldn't refund me. But like when you make a digital purchase like that, you're just out of luck. So I was like, well, I love Zooey Deschanel. I loved her from Elf and all the stuff I'd seen her in. So I watched it, and now the rest is history. It's one of my favorites of all time. So I tell EJ every once in a while, thank you, man. Thanks for giving me New Girl. It's one of my favorites. Okay, but now I want to quiz you. Quiz for Lorrie. Just like 6 questions. No. You ready? Okay. So what was the most amount of money that they made Schmidt put in the jar at one time? And I actually did say it.
$50.
Yes. $50 for saying he was going to marry Cece. Okay. What state did Jess and Cece grow up in?
Oh God, was it Wisconsin?
Nope. I know why you said that though. It ends in O-N.
Oh my gosh, what is it? I don't know. I'm gonna forget every state that exists.
Oregon. She's from Portland, Oregon. Okay. When Jess is really depressed, what movie does she watch over and over?
Dang.
You know it. You're gonna kick yourself.
I can't remember what it is.
Dirty Dancing.
Oh my God, it is. I did know.
Okay, here's one that you might not know, unless I don't know if I've told you this before. But what animal is mentioned or referenced in just about every episode of New Girl? And they talk about this on their podcast a lot too. A lot in the podcast, they'll usually try to find the reference in each episode. It's really funny, but it's a bear. For some reason, there's a mention or reference of a bear in every single episode. I don't think they ever found out like why. There might be a reason why, but Zoe and Hannah never talked about why. But yeah, almost every single one, you can either see a picture of a bear or they mention a bear or something. It's funny. You see, now when you watch it, you're going to look for the bear in every episode.
It's like the only things that was popping up was Bear Claw and Bear Mace, but I couldn't think of anything else.
And the Chicago Bears, those are mentioned a lot. And there's like there's like a picture on the fridge, I think, for a while of a bear. There's always something. It's weird. Okay. Which rock and roll legend took Cece's virginity?
Oh, shoot. I just watched that episode. It wasn't Bruce. Was it Bruce Springsteen?
No. He was a British rocker.
Oh God. I forgot. Dang it.
Mick Jagger. When they're all telling their virgin stories, and she was like, I just like telling that story. Okay,
Dang, I'm bombing at this quiz.
Who wants to have a threesome with Jess and Nick?
Shit, man, I don't know that one either.
It was Remy, remember the weird landlord?
Oh my God, no! I have the most vague memory of that.
Yeah, I remember the episode where Jess couldn't get her closet door open, and the sink was broken, and the shower had the bottle in it, and she wanted to go to the landlord, but Nick told her not to because he didn't know how many people were living there or whatever, and so she finally did go down to the basement and get him, and he was like this really weird weirdo named Remy.
Yeah, I kind of remember.
That's it. Yeah, you didn't do great.
No, I didn't.
Well, you got the $50. You didn't get the movie. You didn't get it. Oh, you didn't get any of them. Well, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. You did a really bad job at the trivia, but I had a lot of fun with you, man. Thank you for being here. A big, huge thank you to Lorrie, my absolute bestie. I had so much fun doing the show with you. I can't wait to do more with you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. If you haven't seen New Girl, definitely go check it out. It's super underrated, and it did fall under the radar. You might not have even heard of it, but it is really funny. So I would definitely recommend going to check it out. Come back next week and talk to me and my sister about Game of Thrones, one of my very favorites, and I truly could go on and on about it. That's probably going to be a pretty long episode. Don't forget to comment with your thoughts on the show or recommendations. Please recommend shows. I have seen a lot and I have a long list, but there are also a lot I have not seen, and I would love any suggestions you have. Also, don't forget, every episode of my podcast I put a little poll in. I would like to know your favorite characters. Let me know. Bye, guys!